Welcome to Truth Africa series, unapologetic and truthful. I am your host, Yemi Melekaya.
So when we took government, took power, we were very confident. That's why, for instance, the Americans came here and the British and these Western countries, and they said, we want to help you build your army. We said, but we have already built the army. That's how we defeated the government. So we don't want to be over-involved with you people. We can share some experience, that's all. So that's why you find that we don't have foreign bases here, foreign armies here, based in Uganda, because we didn't need them. We said, foreign armies, what? We can defend ourselves. We don't need anything from anybody. If we need knowledge, we can come and learn and come back. And then we had, of course, they normally, when you hear these African countries getting problems, Niger, this one, Burkina Faso, Mali, Central African Republic, they get problems because of that over-involvement with foreigners in the issue of security. So you can take one example. There's what they call SOFA. SOFA, S-O-F-A, means Status of Forces Agreement. If foreign forces are in Uganda, how should they be handled? So the Americans and the British brought their SOFA to me. Say, when our forces are here, if they make a mistake, they should not be tried here. They should be tried in the US. Why? Then I said, okay, can we make it reciprocal? So that if our own people are in the US, they make a mistake, they are brought back here. I said, no. So I said, Then even at one time, I was trying to compromise with them. I said, okay, I can, if somebody fights in the bar, I don't mind, you can take him and try him in California. But what if he kills a Ugandan? Or rapes a Ugandan girl? There's no way we can say that you take him away to be tried somewhere else. There's no way. So they said, no, but you see other countries are doing it. I said, if other countries are doing it, that's their business. But not us. So we have never signed a single SOFA with anybody in all the time we've been here. So they just come and go, we refused. So now that business of Africans can do anything. We can do it ourselves. We don't need, it's really our line here. And that's why you find that there is peace in the country. In 1963, and this is where I've got a lot of advantage over you people. Because what you call history, I call current affairs. Because like 1963, when they formed the Organization of African Unity, I was 19 years old. I was following everything. And I was in standard 11 in the school system. So when they went to Addis Ababa, At that time, only 36 countries of Africa were independent, which means another 20 were still under colonialism. Now, when they got there, our leaders, Nkrumah, Nyerere, Nasser, they passed a resolution saying that the whole of Africa must get political independence peacefully. But if necessary, we shall use force. Now, the foreigners who don't know Africa much say, what can Africans do? How would they fight? They're just talking. But by 1962, our people in Mozambique had started the armed struggle. Frelimo, the one of Mozambique, had started they had formed the organization, they had not started fighting. They had formed Frelimo in 1962. They started fighting in 1964. Then Angola, the MPLA, then Zimbabwe. And by 1974, the African freedom fighters defeated by military means the Portuguese empire. Actually, it collapsed. It was brought down by the African freedom fighters, whom they were just dismissing. Then 1980, we defeated Ian Smith. Then 1990, Namibia got independence, and eventually South Africa. This was done by Africa supported by the Eastern countries, China and the Soviet Union. And some of the Western countries, some of the groups, the social democrats, like the ones of Sweden and so on. So therefore, Africa has got a big potential. And now when our people were provoked to take a stand on the homosexuals, because we have been polite, we don't talk, but these people come here and go into the schools, go here, you tell them, please, leave us alone. If you think homosexuality is all right, you go and do it in your country. But here we don't talk. But here we are not convinced about what you are saying. We think you are wrong. We are not coming to preach to you what to do, but please leave us alone. So when they really became provocative, that's when we took a position. And they, shall money, what? Money, we have got everything here. We don't need anything from you.
Many Africans have voiced concerns about the establishment of US military bases in Africa, questioning their impact on the region. Let's explore some of the key reasons behind the criticism and shed light on the perspective of those expressing them. One of the primary concerns expressed by critics is the issue of sovereignty. Some argue that the presence of the US military base in Africa raises questions about the sovereignty of the host nations. There are fears of neocolonialism where external powers could influence or interfere in the internal affairs of African countries. Another significant criticism revolves around the potential for civilian casualties and human rights violations during the military operations. Critics argue that the presence of US military base increases the likelihood of unintended harm to local populations, especially in conflict zones. The protection of human rights and minimizing collateral damage must be at the forefront of discussions surrounding military operations in any region. Critics have also pointed to a perceived lack of transparency and accountability in the agreements between the US and host nations regarding military bases. Some argue that these agreements are not always made public, leading to a lack of clarity about the terms of conditions. Transparency and open dialogue are crucial for fostering trust and understanding between nations. Another perspective from critics suggests that a focus on diplomatic, economic, and humanitarian solutions might be more effective in addressing security challenges on the continent. Some argue that investing in these areas would contribute to long-term stability without the need for a significant military presence. The criticism surrounding US military base in Africa highlight important concerns about sovereignty, human rights, transparency, and alternative approaches to security. It is crucial to foster open discussions and seek solutions that address these concerns while promoting the well-being and autonomy of African nations. And there you have it, guys. Kindly share your opinion in the comment box below, and do not forget to like this video so YouTube can share this video with more people like you. Until next time, cheers and have a good one.